I may sound like I believe all of this, but this is my self-talk to me, and I'm just sharing it with you. I'm healing myself a little bit at a time, and in that process, I hope to help you do the same. Hello. I am so happy to have you guys here today. I know that I haven't been as consistent, so for those of you that have just subscribed, thank you so much for making the effort. For those of you that have been subscribers, thank you to you, because it's because of you and your sharing and your liking and your commenting that we're growing. I want to share a video about where I'm at in my life today. I'm currently preparing to make a huge change, and you know this if you've been watching. I am moving across the country. So I currently live in Pennsylvania, and I have been in Pennsylvania since I was like 7 months old, 5 months old. And I left here briefly to go to college for like 3.5 years. And I've been here ever since. I came right back. And I am gonna be moving to Albuquerque. So I wanna make a video for those people who are like me, who are making a huge change, who are sacrificing everything that they know to follow their dreams, to follow their heart. And I hope that for those of you who are on your way to do it or are scared to do it, this gives you a little bit of insight on where it'll take you and what it feels like, and you know, the reality of it all. So I hope you enjoy, and please, if you have questions or if you have advice, please comment down below. I'd love to feel a lot less alone. Okay, so obviously I have bullet points because there's so much that I want to say. So I am going through this, and this is quite possibly the most emotional time in my whole entire life. I am facing the reality of the fact that I'm not gonna have my family, and it's just gonna be me. My family means everything to me because I've always had them to fall back on, to have you know, dinners with, to plan holidays with, to laugh with, to lean on, to show up to places with. Like, they've always been there for me. I have siblings, I have my mom, I have my dad, I have nieces, I have a nephew, you know. So it's very, very hard to imagine daily life without them, without being able to be an aunt, be a daughter, be a sister. It's really hard, and I have a lot of grief that I have to go through before I can actually leave. So I am leaving in a little bit over a month, and I know it sounds like a short amount of time, but it's been 3 months of this where I've been like in the in-between stage of like, I'm leaving but not quite yet. So it's been dealing with the fact that yes, I will gain a lot because I will gain knowledge of self. I will grow so much because it's just me, but there is so much to lose. And because of that, there is a lot of grief. And the guilt comes in because, you know, my mother's getting older. My brother's kids are young. I have a great relationship with my sister. So all of these things make me experience guilt because I'm like, why would I walk away from something so beautiful? But to be honest, the biggest guilt that I feel is that I am leaving my boyfriend. I'm breaking up with my boyfriend for this opportunity. And it's only bigger because when I come back, my sister will be my sister. My mom will be my mom. My brother will be my brother. My nieces will be my nieces. But my boyfriend will be my ex-boyfriend. And there's no coming back from that. It just is what it is. And it's heartbreaking. And there's a tremendous amount of fear or guilt that gives me fear of like, what am I doing? So yes, I recognize that I'm having all of these feelings, but I also recognize that two things can be true at once. I can have all of these feelings all the while knowing that I'm doing the right thing. In this process of leaving my partner has shown me that love for another person can coexist with the reality and belief that I have to grow, that I have to expand, I have to push my career in the direction that it's going. And that means, not to be like cheesy, but we always see where it says like elevation requires separation. Not that he's less than me or I have to separate from him in order to grow, but in this circumstance, if I don't separate from him, I'm gonna be sacrificing something that will propel my growth. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because these are the things that I've been telling myself to make all of this okay. And it's helpful. A lot of self-talk has been helpful in this season. The biggest thing is that, like, I have Sunday dinners, like the last Sunday of every month with my family, and I think this last one I was just observing the table and I was just, my eyes were watering, because I said, I am gonna miss so many family dinners. I'm gonna miss so much. And when I return, everything will be different and I'll have to catch up. And that is probably the saddest reality. A lot of people ask me why I'm choosing to make such a huge transition and a huge change. And to be honest with you guys, I have always wanted to experience life differently. I didn't always know what that meant, but I knew I didn't want to be in Pennsylvania forever. I knew that I wanted something different. And who knows, I don't think that this is for sure my last destination, but I think it's an amazing place to start. I think I need the independence that I don't have. And I mean it in the nicest way possible. Like, someone asked me the other day, like, what is something that you can't stop thinking about, or something that, you know, you wish you could change or something? And my answer to that was, you know, I'll never be at the dinner table with my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister ever again. That's over. That won't happen again. Even if we do sit again, someone has to go, or it's just not real. Like, my everyone has their own thing going on. My parents remarried, my brother has a family, my sister has a family, so I need to do something for me. I need to become who I want to be without just being my parents' daughter, my sister's little sister, my brother's little sister. Do you know what I mean? I think it's gonna take something as big as this. And in order to keep that feeling of this is for me, I continuously tell myself, you are the creator of your destiny. You are the CEO of your life. These are the things I have to tell myself constantly to remember why I'm doing this, because it's really hard. It's really hard. I mean, I said it a few minutes ago, I break down crying just randomly. I just do, like in the middle of a drive. Like I'm driving to work, I'm driving to my friend's house, and I'm just like crying. It's really hard. I made a video maybe a month ago, I don't know, about the comfort zone, and I feel like I've been living in it for a long time. And for a long time I didn't realize I was, and then maybe in the last like 3 years I realized it, and it wasn't until now that I'm like, I'm gonna do something about it. I don't want to be still. I don't want to be, you need a little bit of discomfort to grow. You need a little bit of confusion to learn. I truly believe that. I truly believe that sometimes your purpose lives outside of your zip code. It just does. The world is massive. It's massive. I mean, it is a book, and where you are right now is one page. I don't want to stay on the same page. Even if I'm scared, I don't want to. In order to prepare for this huge move, I have been making sure that I research. Specifically, I started with like cost of living, so I know what's coming, and crime, right? So if you don't know, Albuquerque has high crime, but I read somewhere, and I don't know where, that because it's so small, like it's a big area but smaller population than other larger cities, the statistics are skewed, and also the crime happens in specific areas. But I don't want to say it doesn't bother me, it does, but I know that if I survived Philly, I can probably survive Albuquerque. And I also am hoping to be surrounded eventually by people who know the area, help me understand things better. So I don't have a fear of it, I am just cautious, and I have the information that I need to move the way that I know is the best. I signed a lease maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and I picked a safe area to live. I had amazing help from the HR department head. Like, she's been amazing, and I'm so glad that someone in the agency I'm gonna work for has stepped up to help me. And it hasn't been only her. Like, it's amazing how kind people are down there. Like, I'm in the Northeast, so like I'm guessing this is like Southern hospitality. Definitely not used to it. Very, very glad and feel blessed and grateful for it. I have been saving every penny. I want to make sure that I am as secure as possible and ready to make this transition. There's so much to pay for. I mean, it goes all the way down to like a moving permit, to, you know, the Penske truck, getting my car over there, the diesel I have to put in the Penske truck, the Airbnbs and hotels I have to stay in because it is a 3-day drive. Like, there's so much money, and I think, to be honest, it's closer to like $12,000, and that's just for one person. So if you're moving and you're not just one person, you're probably gonna want to save more than that. Because I don't know anyone down there, I did a lot of different things to set myself up to create connections and networks as soon as I got there. So I went on my university, like my undergrad university's alumni directory, and I found one person that lives down there that I also had a class with, which has been magical. She's been so great. And, you know, she hasn't really went out and did anything for me, but she's been very motivating, and, you know, we communicate and check in with each other, and I'm very excited to build a relationship with her. I also joined Meetup. Meetup it's like a networking, like, it's to connect with groups that exist already in that city. That's been really awesome. I heard about Bumble BFF. I signed up, but I haven't been able to like start because you have to be like in the area. It uses your location, but I'm really excited to use that. And of course, I've been on YouTube and other social media trying to find creators who have just recently moved to Albuquerque, or have reviews on Albuquerque, or, you know, share information on what it's like, or even just people who are making this huge jump and starting from zero. It's been very helpful to not feel alone, and to also be ready for what's coming. I have been attending therapy weekly to support me emotionally throughout this crazy time. I'm so grateful to my therapist. She's making so much money right now. I need her. I am sad that I have to break up with her. I'm grateful that it's a place where I can express myself, and it's really helped me to have a place to put down what weighs on me during the weeks. Because when this has been happening, something changes every day. There's something new every day, because it's such a big transition. So it's been very helpful to have her. So if you are on this path, hoping to get on this path, make sure you have that kind of support where it's just unbiased, unjudgmental, listening, and unconditional high regard. I'm also being really intentional with reaching out to people, spending time with people, and, you know, when I was ready, I told people. And I'm also planning a farewell party, hoping that it gives me the time to get together with people that I don't see as often, and just tell people that I'm grateful for even being able to share space with them. It's every person that I'm inviting has changed me in some way, and I think it's important to share that, because I'm going so far away. I don't know when I'll see them again, or how much the circumstances will change. So it really helps me to know that I'll have a moment, I'll have hours to connect with people in a setting where we're just celebrating the fact that this is happening in a positive way, right? Because it's been so heavy. I'm so excited to celebrate it and for it to just be beautiful. I'm identifying the people who I will stay connected to the most, and my little inner circle, even if it's from a distance. I am, you know, letting them know, like, my biggest fear is that we grow apart. I'm being honest, and it helps me to be honest, because I think they should know. Because when they care about you and you're being vulnerable, you know, it sparks empathy, and empathy breeds connectivity, and it breaks down barriers, and that's what I want. I don't want barriers, because distance is enough of a barrier. So I'm being as honest as possible with the people who I care about the most. I have to be completely honest though, I have a lot of fears. The first one I listed here was that fear of loneliness, right? I am excited to grow, but I know that in order to get to the joy of that, it's going to be really tough. I have been in this relationship for 4 years. I have always had my mom and my dad. I've always had my siblings. I've always had my family. So yeah, it's gonna be big. And this is the moment where I kind of want to tell you guys that I'm gonna do my best to keep creating, and I'd like for you guys to share with me what things have helped you if you've ever been through something like this, or even just let me know that you're there, because I am ready for the growth. I'm a little fearful of how lonely it will be, because everything is new. I'm bringing my car and my dogs. Everything else is new. My bed is new. My couch is new. The water that's going to be on my body is new. Like, everything is new. The sun is going to be new. I am asking you guys to also stay connected, because that will help too. I also, like I mentioned, I am so sad that I'll be missing family milestones. I mean, my niece graduates high school soon. My other niece graduates high school soon. Birthdays, Thanksgiving, barbecue. I mean, pretty much everything. And in those cases, I'll probably get FaceTimes, and but I won't have the food, and I won't have the energy and the feeling, right? And that is something that, in the moments of weakness, I start to doubt my decision, because you realize how beautiful life really is when you won't have those little moments that, yeah, they can be annoying sometimes, but those are the moments you look forward to, because life is so heavy. You can put everything down when you're with family, if you have the kind of family that I have, at least. The most important thing I want you all to remember, especially those of you who are making a transition like I'm making, is that fear is natural, and it should be the fuel to any change that you are going to make. That is what you're going to put in the tank. That strong emotion of fear. It would take you far. Do not let that stop you. Let it propel you into that version of yourself that you know that you can be. I say all of this, guys, and this is my personal self-talk, and I say it to you because it's a gift for someone to be that honest and be that raw, right? I am scared. I know you're probably scared if you're doing the same thing. So what? It's not the end of the world to be scared. The end of the world is letting fear stop you, because later on in life, you'll resent yourself, and that is something that has to be terrible to live with. So of course, I'm planning calls, I'm planning FaceTimes. I would love to come home as much as possible, but being that it's so far and I have my 2 dogs, I don't know how much I'll be able to come home. So I am planning on sending postcards. I'm planning on writing letters. I'm planning on sending like Christmas cards to Valentine's Day cards with like the dogs and stuff, pictures that I take of the 3 of us. And that, I hope, will bring warmth to the heart of those that care. It's probable that I will save voicemails and send voicemails and videos, and I might even create a video just for my family on here. It's my way of expressing myself, my writing, my words, and that's probably going to be the most helpful thing for me to know, that for others to know that I love them and I still care and I'm thinking about them. Before I wrap up, I just want to speak to the person who knows that they have to leave but is scared to. I want you to find whatever it is that is going to light that fire in your belly and keep it lit. The truth is, you can always come back home. Home is always going to be here. Always. But you won't know your true potential until you say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fly, even if I don't know if I'll take off. Everyone deserves an opportunity to say, I'm going to do the thing that really fucking scares me, but that I've always thought was really cool. I want you to write about it, talk to your therapist about it, bring it up to a friend. It is scary. Leaving love, leaving your partner for something that you don't even know if it's gonna work out, it's super fucking scary. And so what? I want you to say it out loud. Start there. Maybe write it down, because then it'll be real. It's totally okay to feel torn. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. You're not losing love, you're expanding it. You're spreading the greatness of you to another part of this world. There's so much beauty in that. I want to thank you guys for letting me be vulnerable. I think this video and the last video, I've really been able to open up in ways that I don't with a lot of people. So I'm grateful that you've listened and that you've stayed this long. I hope that if you know someone who feels this way or has shared this with you, share it with them. If you're that person and you received this video or it popped up for you, please, please, please believe in yourself. Please know that no one can bring to this world what you have, because you are one of a kind. It's just you. And I may sound like I believe all of this, but this is my self-talk to me, and I'm just sharing it with you. I'm healing myself a little bit at a time, and in that process, I hope to help you do the same. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you love it. Comment what you think. Send your advice, and I'll see you soon.